Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 10 German collector tank destroyer, the Waffenträger Alf E100, a vehicle that is really tricky to do well in. But we're going to be loading this tank with a very interesting equipment and overall build that I don't think a lot of players would try, but I think is actually going to allow this tank to be really effective. What exactly am I doing? Well, first of all, I am running vents, and that is because I'm running the 5-shot, not the 3-shot. See, the 3-shot on this tank has heat, and heat gets a really big buff from calibrated shells and kind of requires it. But the 5-shot runs, well, APCR. And not only that, but it actually has more pen than the 15 centimeter. So you can get away with running vents on this tank. It's got great standard pen and pretty good premium pen, enough to cut through most heavily armored vehicles without really breaking a sweat. But more importantly is the vehicle's stats get mega buffed with vents, right? We get better reload by 1 second on the magazine. That gives us more DPM. We get more view range, which means I don't have to worry as much about being outspotted by enemy tanks. It gives me better dispersion. It gives me better aiming time and overall hull traverse and all these things that are really important. And then, because of that, I can take off improved fuel and run a protective kit, which gives me better protection from injuries, 10% to module repair speed, fire protection, ammo rack durability. Plus, I'm running improved modules, which gives me 20% extra track durability, and even more importantly, enhanced tracks, which makes the tracks more durable to withstand more damage, also fully repairs the tracks automatically if they're destroyed. All of these things together make this tank actually seem pretty scary. And the reason why is because it kind of takes away the weaknesses it has. This tank has really big tracks, and being able to absorb shots through the tracks and not fully be tracked every time you're hit can obviously be quite nice, and it's why I will run it on this tank. Not only that, but running vents, as I said, gives me buffs, especially view range. That could be huge. That view range buff, trust me, this tank needs it. So we got the view range, we have accuracy. I'm also running supercharger, which is going to allow these shells to be incredibly fast, because with the 5-shot, the shells are already pretty fast. So, you know, you're adding all these things together, and I actually do think that is going to allow this tank to be a lot more palatable, should I say. Now, we'll see if anything goes over to base A, what exactly is going to happen in this game. But to start off, I'm just going to wait here. We have the enemy Sheridan, who is a big threat, but I'm interested to see what their play is, if they're going to go over to the side of the map. If not, we can actually see that there is a tank over at base A. I couldn't hit that Sheridan, unfortunate. I really would have liked to have hit that player, but as we can see, they are in a spot that I can't hit. Now, what the heck did we spot? What? I'm losing my mind, but what I'm going to do is back off before that E100 can hit me. And that's what we spotted, the enemy E100. Okay, so we obviously know the enemy team has an E100, and it's nice that I was actually able to spot that player, and vents may have really helped me there. So what are we going to do here? Well, I think we're going to wait in this bush right here for the enemy E100 to possibly meander down this road. If they do, it'll obviously be really, really nice for me to just kind of nuke them. We'll see. Got the Sheridan spotted in the back. We got the 116F3. This Type 5 is obviously rather useless, but we got the 100 spotted. There's 1 shell, 2 shells, 3 shells, 4 shells, and let's go for a tracking shot being the 5th. And there you go. A full health E100 was just kind of obliterated when you actually think about it. Now we have to reload. We got 20 seconds left. 18, 17, 16, 15, keep reloading, 14. Okay, perfect. Now what I have to do is I have to try and screw up this E100's high explosive, which I did. Now we have to reload again. And again, and again, and again. Now the good news is that the C100 is a 1 clip. So all we're going to do is load premium shells and start firing. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And there you go. E100 is taken out of the game. Now we have the Minnow, which is obviously a big scary vehicle. And we also have the Sheridan, so these are all big scary tanks, which I don't necessarily want to fight. Trying to think of the best way to deal with this current situation. And I think what we're going to do is I'm going to head over this way. The Minnow can't spot me from here, and we still have a pretty healthy Rhino, so I'm going to flex over this way and reload. This should allow me to pretty safely get into cover. I mean, that Type 5 Heavy is obviously really bad, but at least going over here will allow me to get into cover. Pretty safe. Alright, let's keep going. We do have that minnow in the back, but I'm not able to hit them as of now. Let's really hope our rhino doesn't throw this, because the rhino could easily throw this game. And that's not exactly what any of us want. So, let's see. There's the Sheridan spotted, and gonna aim in. Boom, there you go. 298 into the Sheridan. That's obviously really important. I'm gonna reload my clip. I just realized that I only have one shell in my clip, so we're gonna reload. Okay, there's the minnow. Great, our rhino's throwing, dude. All our rhino has to do is not that, and he's doing exactly that. Oh boy. Alright, we gotta reload. 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6. This rhino needs to get over to my flank of the map, and he's not doing that. Bro. Why? Why? You have one job. It's to stay near me, and you just do that. It's crazy. It's just crazy how bad these teammates are, dude. It's wild. Alright, well, let's see. I'm gonna put on my, okay. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Amazing. I just have no words, dude. It's not hard to play this game. It really isn't. I know people act like it's challenging to do well in Blitz, but it's not. It's not. You see a tank destroyer covering you, and what do? I know. Let me drive to the one spot on the whole map where that tank destroyer physically can't do anything to help me. That'll be great! Whoa! What a shocker! I died! Whoa! Like, what did you think was gonna happen, my guy? Oh my god. Alright, well, let's see. If I can still put myself in a position to clear the Sheridan, and potentially clear the minnow in one clip, it could still be rather huge. So that's what we're going to try and do. There's the enemy 116 F3, and obviously, there's one shell into that player, 2 shells into that player, got the minnow, there's 1 shell into the minnow, 2 shells into the minnow, and now I need to take the Sheridan out of the game. That is what needs to happen. So I am going to run and try and run into the Sheridan. That's the play that I'm really hoping that I can do. Okay, we know where the Sheridan is. They're in base B. So I'm going to head directly to base B and try and take this player out. We're going to take this route, though, because I'm hoping that the 116 will not be able to spot me if I take this route. Here we go. Keep going, and... oh, the Sheridan got away, dude. That sucks. I know where the Sheridan went as well. It went right over here. Oh my god, you frickin' bozo, dude. It's not the Sheridan's fault. It's just really, really cringe that they were able to get away. I really, really didn't want them to, as you can imagine. Dude, that sucks so much. That sucks so... oh. Well, that's the end of my game. Oh well. I did the best I could. Oh my god, the 116 bounced his shells on me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, Sheridan. Please. Yes! 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 I can't believe we won! Oh my god, dude. What? I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. What the heck? Oh my god, how did we win that? How did we win that? That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I cannot believe that we turned that around. Wow, I had to take a brief moment to just question how the heck I won that game. That was wild. That was absolutely wild. That enemy 116 F3 really managed to fail. You'll actually notice in chat, if you look, I typed "you suck" after that guy bounced that shot, because I seriously cannot believe that he managed to bounce my Waffen F1 in the complete broad open. Every now and then, you get one of those really, really lucky games. And that was probably the luckiest battle I've had potentially all year. I mean, it wasn't the highest damage, but just the fact that I got that bounce turned what was a almost certain defeat into a victory. The whole game, I was trying to kill that Sheridan from start to finish. Well, not start, but from the moment that I was against the Sheridan, I was trying to take them out. Unfortunately, as you saw, they just managed to evade me by this much. I was really trying to get to them when they were capturing that base. I had saved that shell, and they managed to get in the cover, which was a real bummer, but they made a bad play in the end. They thought I was out of shells, they thought I was an easy clear, and guess what? Well, sucks for them, I guess. Alright, well, what do we have up against us this game? TVP, Sheridan, oh god. This is a terrible map for the Waffen. Probably the worst map I can think of. It's Port Bay. And the reason why is because I don't really know what you're supposed to do on this map, you know, if the enemy team gets that corner. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to aim it on the line. There you go. 1 easy shell. 2 easy shells. Alright, not too bad. Let's see if the enemy line crosses. There you go. And there you go. Okay, nice. That's pretty good stuff, actually. And we have the TVP, which I'm not able to pen, but it still took about, what, 1,200 health off those enemies? The accuracy of this gun is just so nice, dude. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna flank. I think that's the best play to make. I know positive. We haven't really been friends, but I know who he is. So, oh, what the heck? Ah, gotta love that. Okay, well that was some crazy levels of RNG there, but there's, okay. Did I bounce that guy again? What is going on with my RNG right now? What the heck, dude? What was that? Some terrible concept, and all of those shots end up missing? That's wild. It's fine, because I shouldn't have to worry too much. I just need to wait 15 more seconds and I'll have my shells back. But I don't know what the heck I just witnessed there. I'm going to be real. I am completely speechless on my RNG. Oh, we got the concept right over here. And let's see if I can track them. There you go. Nice tracking shell. I'm just going to keep them permanently tracked. There you go. One more. And bye-bye. Perfect. 1,400 damage. That player needs to go to the garage and think about their life choices. I need to see that person's win rate. Now, the best part about the Waffenträger is it's not actually that slow, as you can see. It's fast enough that you can get into cover. So this guy, he's wasting his whole game trying to chase me. And I'm just going to keep going. And he's going to keep wasting his time. So the Faust fired once, and now I'm going to back up, and we're going to aim in on their lower plate. There's 1, 2, and 3. Nice. 4,320 damage. Pretty solid game. We took advantage of everything I could in that battle. The most important play I made was bleeding out those mediums in the beginning, and that allowed me to deal 4,000 damage and finish at the top. So, not too bad at all. Alright, well, let's keep going and see how this loadout for the Waffenträger continues working. Now, this is an interesting map to play the Waffenträger on, because I have a couple options, right? I can go town, or I can camp in the back. And we are going to go town. We're going to go fully wide into the town, though. And hopefully that'll work out well. We will see. Keep on going, all the way over here. And now, I patiently wait and hope that the enemy team makes a misplay. I'm not seeing anything destroyed over here. We can see the enemy 50B, who is already able to climb up the hill somehow. I'm not seeing much in terms of action over here. Now that's fine, because if I can get to the rear of the enemy, that's still, you know, pretty good stuff, really. Okay, well, that's super cringe. Let's see if I can get some damage into the T-54. 1 shell. Oh, we tracked him. 2 shells, 3 shells, 4. There you go. That's 1,300 damage into the T-54. They did hit me, but we still just brought a full health tier 9 down to 275 hit points, and our teammate got the clear. I am reloading. That is all I'm doing right now. So we're going to back up to a safe distance. We are social distancing. And we're going to get that clip loaded. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're in the base cap. Let's see if the enemy tries rolling around the corner on this rhino, or what exactly happens. Actually, you know what? I don't think this side of the map is the problem. I think it's the other side of the map, where our Centurion 7-1 is. So, I feel like supporting that player would probably be the better play as of now. I'd love to be able to hit that 50B, though. Let's see. Oh, there you go. There's 1 HE into the 50B, 2 HEs into the 50B. Yeah! Get out of the game! That was actually rather huge, to be honest. We have the TVP. Take that player out of the game, and back to reloading. Yeah, I can't believe we took that 50B out. Again, you can see where this gun feels really nice. Now, sure, the triple shot would have been able to also clear the 50B with 1 HE, but we still got the clip out, and that's all that matters. So now we chill in the base, and we reload for 10 more seconds. We have the O, and right now I'm just trying to think of what exactly is the best play. I can't hit that Rhino. Actually, no, I was really hoping I could hit that Rhino, but not able to at this distance. Okay, we can see the O, we can see the 60, we can see all of that, and there goes my teammate, which kind of sucks, but the VK-72 did get a clear. I'm just going to push at this point and try and help out my teammate in the Progetto. We'll see how that works for us. Let's see. Alright, the Prog's going to move up. And the Prog does pen the enemy Rhino. I'm going to put on my clipping potential. There's 1 and 2, and then we got this guy, which we did miss once, but we also got 1 pen and 2 pen, okay, or just 1 pen into them, but we still did do a lot of damage. And now I'm going to get the hell out, because I know that this Progetto is going to die at some point, probably to the Emil. I don't want that to happen to me. There's the Emil. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave all the way over here. I'm just gonna keep going and going and going until I get all the way into cover. There's the enemy Rhino, which we have 1 shell on, 2 shells on, 3 shells on. Now we reload the clip. We have to wait 25 seconds before we can get our shells back. If I'm able to reload in 25 seconds, we'll be okay. There's the Emil. And he hits that. That's wild, dude. The fact that that Emil hit that shot is actually insane when you think about it. We still have to wait 10 more seconds, and that's a bit of a problem for me. I'm just going to hope that I can waste this Emil's time. And, alright, let's see. Boom, there you go. And I'm dead. Unfortunately. Oh, I got it out! I can't believe I got it out. Woo! Yes! I can! Again! Another crazy game for this tank. Oh, man. Oh, man. 5,300 damage. Another ace. Another crazy carry for the Waffenträger. What the heck, dude? Why are we doing so good right now? We have been getting incredibly lucky. I mean, we also got kind of unlucky, because some of those shells I fired on that Rhino were really bad. I don't know how some of those shots missed, and if they had hit, it would have allowed me to kill the Rhino sooner, so I'm not going to say that all my luck has been peachy perfect, but man, when I've needed it to count, it has. It has absolutely counted for me. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to go up the hill, because we have so many tanks over here. Yep, let's go, go, go. Alright, there's the enemy VK. There's the 57 Heavy. Okay. Going to put on all of my equipment. There's 1 shell, 2 shells. Dang, wasn't able to get the 3rd. Okay, that's fine though. There's the 57. Let's see if that 57 tries crossing. Boom. Boom. That's 1,400 damage. Again, you can see where this gun definitely feels nicer than the other one, right? Like, that accuracy, and especially with... No thank you. No thank you. I knew the moment that VK went into mid, I would be spotted. That's just how bad this thing's camo is. If you're not used to this vehicle's camouflage being bad, this is not the tank for you, because it truly is awful. Now, we have the 4005 in the back, and I would have loved to have gotten that 4005 clipped, but unfortunately, I was not able to. Alright, well, we got the TVP over in the back corner here, and I did hit the TVP once. That is actually a rather important shot to hit. That's going to help out our team quite a bit. Alright, let's see. We got the Type 5, we got the Rhino, we got the VK. This is not a very good team. This is actually really bad, everything considered. Alright, we got the Rhino backing up. There's 1 pen into the Rhino, 2 pens into the Rhino, 3 pens into the Rhino, 4 pens into the Rhino. That is... Oh, great, and there it is. There's the Type 5 nuking me for all of my health, dude. But, it's fine. I just need to get out of here right now. That's all I need to do. I don't care if that Type 5 shoots me. Tunnel me, dude. I don't care. Because right now, I know that the biggest play is to get the heck out of here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this Type 5 to shoot. There you go. Type 5 just shot. That means I can drive over the ridge, put on my shell reload, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1,232 damage that player's taken out. Perfect. As you can see, I have honestly played this tank to a T in this battle. I did everything that I needed to perfectly, right? I was able to bleed out the Type 5. I knew that the TVP was going to be a threat, so I jumped off the cliff. And even though I did bleed a lot of health, it was still worth it if you ask me. So now, we reload again. We got 2 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Boom, there's 1 shell into the TVP. Boom, you're dead. Bye-bye. We're up to 5,000 damage, and we still have 3 shells left. Okay, well, another 5,000 damage game. Yeah, this has been going surprisingly well. I did not expect this gameplay to be as good as it is, but you know what? Maybe the 5-shot is really the way to go. I mean, I've messed with both guns, and this is working way better than I expected, to be real. Obviously, the Centurion is going to die, and I'm not going to be fast enough to get any damage into that. But, oh, there's 1 miss, but that's fine. I got plenty more shells for that 4005. Easy peasy. Sweet. Alright, let's take a look at the post-game results. But I do know that we did over 5,000. We probably aced the tank again. I'm single-handedly raising this ace bar. 55, 97, another ace for the vehicle, and that places me top on the team once again. Wow. Yeah, this is shockingly good. This is seriously just, it's working really good. But this is exactly why you need to experiment with your loadout sometimes. It's why, just because one gun looks better on paper, it might not actually be better. I mean, I have been able to completely dominate these games. And the biggest problem with me for the Type 5 a lot of the time is not being able to get those early shots out that count. But as you saw, I took, 1,400 off of that T-57 Heavy, and then I clipped out that Rhino and shot him in the fuel tank so many times. I have a friend who really likes the 3-shot, and he's like, oh, the module damage is so good. But as you saw, I shot that Rhino so many times in the fuel tank that I just constantly lit him on fire and ended up dealing like 2,000 damage. So there are definitely advantages to having more shells. Being able to repeatedly strike the same module over and over and over is definitely a huge thing, especially when you realize that you could potentially get a lot of ammo racks with this gun. If you're able to track somebody, especially a medium or a Chinese heavy, and you're able to continuously hit them in that corner weak spot where the ammo rack is, there's a decent chance you could just, have them go up in flames. Either way, here we are on Yukon, and we'll see what we can do. What do we have? 60 TP, 215B. Darn, they have a Kampfpanzer. That's a real shame, and we don't have any mediums, so I have no choice but to go to the heavy flank. This could be our loss. 100%, this could be our loss. I'm going to be real, I wish Wargaming gave this tank 1,900 damage clips. It would only have been about 200 more damage, but the reason why is because it would have been able to full kill a medium. You might say, oh, that sounds too overpowered, but the problem is, in a game like this, I would love to be able to hold spawn and try and fight that Kampfpanzer, but I know if I do that, chances are I'm just going to be killed. So I can't, even if I bring that Kampfpanzer down to 200 health, it doesn't really matter. That player can just insta-annihilate me after that. So I get it, but I kind of do wish that it had the potential to, full health clear a medium. Definitely make it a lot more capable. So what do we have? We got the 60 TP over here, and I'm going to put on my consumables. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1676. Sure, I bled a third of my health for it, but we just took a full health 60 and nuked him. And this is where that gun, the accuracy of this gun, and everything just feels so nice. Well, we got that Jagdpanzer. We know where he is, so that's obviously pretty good. We also know where the mouse is, but right now, kind of wanting to shoot that Jag. Feel like that's the player I wanna try and bleed. So I'm gonna move up a bit. There's the enemy Jag. It's aiming on their lower plate. Aiming. Boom. Oh, and I get completely blocked by the 183. Thanks, dude. Frickin' bozo, bro. Alright, well, there's 1. There's 2 and 3. Okay. That's crazy. That's still my RNG. Imagine if the 183 didn't just, drive in front of me and I could hit my shots. Wouldn't that be crazy, dude? Whoa. I'm not going to cross that. Not yet. Now I'll cross. There's no way I'm spotted at this current time. But I wasn't going to cross out that moment. Our Super Conk's doing a pretty good job, everything considered, and I'm going to ignore the 2 and 5B ideally, and try and help out with this VZ, who I'm really hoping is going to push my teammates. Let's see if the VZ does. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, or 1751 off that player, and that just saved our super conk. That VZ really thought he was hot crap. Guess what? You are crap, because you're back in the garage. Alright, we got still a little while left on our reload here. There's only one tank I care about. I don't care about the 268. I don't care about anybody here. I'm going to ignore all of that and try and find this Kampfpanzer. Now, it's very possible that this player is completely AFK, and if they are, well, hopefully I'll be able to farm them out. Let's see. If they are AFK, one shot. Oh, well, that sucks. If they're a one shot, then I'm not gonna be able to do anything. I was hoping they were AFK, and I was gonna drive over this ridge, and a full health Kampfpanzer would be spotted. But yeah, if they're a one shot, it's not gonna be very helpful. I like how our teammates pinging different spots, like that's gonna, you know, unravel the mystery of where he is. To be fair, the Kampfpanzer was where the guy was pinged, but you still get my point. If you don't know where he is, don't bother pinging on the map. We got a win. Another really, really good victory at that. We, right in the beginning of the game, destroyed another ace as well. We destroyed that poor 60 TP, taking 1670 HP off him. And then we took another 1000 off the AG, and then another 1700 off the VZ55. It's players that don't understand how dangerous this tank is that really get punished, right? That VZ should not have made that play. Should not have made that play. But they did, and they learned their lesson big time. You don't push when the Waffenträger is right there. Especially, I was spotted there multiple times. It's not like it was some big mystery that you had to unravel, you know? Alright. This game, 3 heavies, 3 tank destroyers, 1 medium, so I'm going to go to the heavy side and hope that our team does as well. Drug addiction. Well, I can tell you what my addiction is, and it's clipping poor people. Alright, I'm going to go all the way over here and hope that my IS-7 and E3 spots these players. This is a pretty good spot for the Waffenträger, of course. And what we're going to do is we're going to climb up this hill. There you go. We got the 60 TP spotted. See if we can get a shell into that player. Boom. 350 damage. Not too bad. We're not spotted as well, which is obviously pretty nice. But what I wanted to do was angle my tank. There's 1 pen, 2 pens, 3 pens. Not able to get the 4th, but still, we've done 1,350 damage in that clip. That's a lot. Again, that's a lot of damage when you think about it. I mean, compare that to a, you know, any other tank, and we did a lot there. 183 missed. My turn now, 183. Alright. Reloading. Our Sheridan's camping in spawn. A truly skilled player. Alright. And let's see, we got the Yag in the back. Able to hit the Yag once. It's nothing crazy, but it is still some damage, I guess, right? We got the 60 TP right over here, and we're going to drive directly here. Okay, wow, that was an impressive shot there. 1, 2, 3. Anybody on my team going to help me? Anybody? Anybody at all? No? Just going to... Okay. Please, please, team, kill the 60. I don't want to be shot again by him. Okay, good. Team is helping me. Alright. I'll get E4. Alright. Let's see if I can get some damage into this guy. And go wing, go wing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's so dumb. It's just so dumb what you can get away with in this tank, dude. I'll give my my 183 credit. He actually helped me out. I wish he would have played a little bit more aggressive with that 60, because I wasn't sure if my no camo E3 was going to help me or not. And I guess he expected them to, but as I always say, you can't expect your teammates to help you. But that 183 was helpful, and I ended up dealing 4,200 and getting another first class. But I'll give him credit, right? He didn't do that much damage, but he helped me, and that's all that matters. Again, we just ruined that poor enemy E4's day. 1,680 damage. That tank was immediately evaporated from the game. This gun feels great. It really does. I'm surprised. And maybe this isn't as bad of a tank as I claimed it to be. at least with this gun. It feels very nice with this gun. The shots are hitting, I'm getting out damage, I'm making big impacts in a lot of the games. In fact, I've been able to carry 2 of them. So I really can't say anything too negative about this vehicle right now. The question is our team going to go town? And yeah, they are. I'm not too surprised about that, to be honest. I'm going to push low. I like pushing low more than going up in this tank because this bush is larger, and it allows me to work the spot just a little bit better. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. I'm just going to see how many games we can win at this point. The fact I've managed to go 17 minutes, actually more, plus the other games, I'm going a lot of time now. I haven't lost yet in a Waffenträger. That's actually shocking. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Anybody driving over here? Doesn't look like it, so I'm going to move up. This could be really bad, you know? Yeah, this could be really, really bad if I don't get to push this immediately. We do have the Felice, which... come on, go, 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 go. And, oh, we got the Contracar over here. That... oh my god, my teammate almost blocked me. Okay, that's a lot of damage into the Contracaro right there. Let's reload. We've already gotten the enemy 54E1 cleared. We've already gotten the Contracaro cleared. I need to get my clip, obviously, back in this vehicle. We have a full health Rhino spotted. I still have to wait 15 more seconds for my shells, which is quite a bit of time when you actually think about it. I'm going to flank the Rhino, potentially. Unless the Rhino's just going to send him. Yeah, let's just push the Rhino, I guess, if he's just going to sit here. And there's 1, 2... okay, that works. Let's just reload the clip. It's a 4 versus 4. We have a full health 60, a full health IS-4, and 50B, so we're pretty well off right now. And what I'm going to do is get the heck out of here. Or at least try and help out my 60, because I feel like this guy is definitely the most exposed. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm going to just reload and push the Felice. The Contracar was dead. The 260, I don't even know where he is. And Felice is really the only one with health, so I'm just going to YOLO the Felice. Oh, well, we got the 260 right here. There's 1 shell. 2 shells. Oh, that one didn't pen. That one did. That one did. There's no way I would have done that with the 3-shot. It just wouldn't have happened. There's no world it would have happened. I'm just gonna sit here for now and reload. I gotta wait 15 more seconds. Unfortunately for me, I probably won't get too much more damage. But you know what? The 50B and 60 are on reload, and the IS-4 is the only one that can actually pen the guy. So, actually, I might be able to get just a little bit of damage out right now. Let's see. Well, I take it back. The Felice just threw 900 health away. I don't blame him. He jumped on the enemy 50B, which gave him a lot of damage, but unfortunately it sucked, 900 of the HP I could have done to him away. Still ended up dealing 3,300 though. Got a first class, finished second on the team. Pretty good battle. There is no world I would have hit those shots with the 5-shotgun on that 260. There's just no world. There's going to be a slight discrepancy in time from the last game I played to the one I'm playing right now. And the reason why is because for the last 2 battles I played, I had a troll bat chat that specifically went out of his way to deal 0 damage in both games, try to trash talk, and just ruin the experience for everybody on the team. And I don't stand for that, as you guys know. So I'm going to do 2 things. First of all, I'm not going to give them the attention they want. When I see people that troll specifically for the attention, I'm not going to give them the attention. And second of all, I'm going to report them to Wargaming directly, to the people I know at Wargaming, and wait for them to get banned. I would legitimately say I've banned probably about maybe 5 people this year. I don't know if it's perma-bans, what Wargaming decides to do there, but I've banned probably about 5 people this year. I don't make videos on them because it's more fun to just not even tell them they're going to get banned, and then just, oh, can't log into your account anymore that has 40,000 games with thousands of dollars of tanks on it. Womp womp. Maybe you shouldn't purposefully block people. Either way, we're going to continue to play to lose. I did lose both of those games, but I don't count losses with trolls. They aren't real games. They are basically rigged battles, right? So we'll see what we can do. When you have somebody that says trash teams, I swear to God, usually the people themselves are not very good at the game. I'm going to be honest. Move out of my way, dude. Move out of my way. Alright, well, we do have the VK-90, which we get a pen into. And there's 1 pen into the 50B, 2 pens into the 50B, 3 pens into the 50B, 4 pens into the 50B. That's a lot of damage there. Alright, well, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And even though the 50B is shooting my M60, he's also nuking himself, so not really sure what the thought process is there. Oh, great, we got an E50M on my rear. That's pretty lame. Alright, well, we had a shell that was fired at us that obviously didn't do anything. I'm just going to sit in this spot. It's a pretty good spot to be passive in. Alright. Question is, oh, 500 bounce. That's gotta be the Bliskovica. That's gotta be. It's pretty funny I can't spot them, isn't it? Oh, it's the Faust, actually. Alright, well, let's aim it on the Faust track wheel, maybe? Or not. Okay, well, somehow you managed to bounce me, but there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, it also was the Bliskovica. I should have known it was, too. Oh, great. This sucks. Alright, well, the TVP shot the Bliskovica once, twice, 3 times. Alright, nice. That's actually really good for me, because it means I can get out of this. I don't like this spot I'm in. This is terrible. But we're good, we're good. Alright, I'm fine. Woof. That was really sus. Alright, we're good. That Bliskovica actually saved me on our team. I will give him full credit to saving me as well. He was a big help. Alright, we got the VK90, which I'm going to cross, put on, well, 150 damage. Not really worth it at that point. But I guess what I can do is push this Bliskovica. We will win, and I've done okay, to be fair. Let's see if I can get some damage into this guy. Moving up, moving up, moving up, and hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. That tank only reverses at 12 kilometers per hour, so being able to track them, they couldn't do anything. That's exactly what I'm talking about by the perma-tracking capabilities this vehicle has, though. The fact that I can literally take one of the most dangerous tanks in the game and just delete it without even blinking it's just so funny. The fact that you can perma-track. The 3-shot gun would not have been able to do that. Honestly, I don't even know if the 3-shot gun would have hit the lower plate, but this gun is accurate enough to reliably hit those shots, and just like that, we got a win. Sweet. Not too bad at all. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the post-game results once again here. We obviously got a victory, and there you have it, 4,130 damage. We aced the vehicle, top in the team. Sweet. How much did we take off that Faust? Not bad. We took 1,000 off that player. That means we perma-tracked them 3 times. Again, the tracking capabilities of this tank are just, they're diabolical. If you are good at aiming, you can really make this thing work. And you can see I was aiming for the track wheel on the Faust, on the Bliskovica, and because of that, I was able to stop both of them and take a huge amount of health off. Now, we did get a little lucky that game. I don't know how, but the Faust and Bliskovica both managed to bounce me multiple times. And the only logical thought process I can come to is that they were hitting my upper plate. The upper plate on this tank is actually okay, and you can see that if we go to tank compare, tier 10, boom, 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 Germany. If we go here, we can see the upper plate on this tank. The upper plate is actually decent. It's upwards of 300 thick. Even against heat, it's 360. So you can get some bounces on the upper plate, but that's it. Nowhere else will you get bounces. The lower plate, sure, maybe at this angle, but realistically, lower plate's awful. The turret is where you should be shooting. As I said from the first game we won, you should be shooting the turret on this tank every time, because the turret is the major weak point, not the hull. The hull, you might miss the lower plate. You might get unlucky and hit the tracks and bounce. The turret, always a guaranteed hit, so it's the easiest way to describe it. Now this game, I don't appear to have too much help from my team, and it would be nice if I did. Hopefully that 260 moves over here and helps me. Okay, he is nice. I just need help from one teammate. That's all I need. Once you have one teammate that moves up, you're fine. And I actually see a tree that got knocked down in the back. There's an enemy grill. And what am I going to do? I'm going to move over here wide. And I'm going to activate my gun equipment. Come on, grill, back up. Come on. Dang, dude. Really hoping I could get some damage into that guy. It's fine, though. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got the bat chat, which I was able to get a shell into as well. Just like that, the 183 is dead. and the grill managed to bounce me on the upper plate. That's the exact bounce I was talking about there. The upper plate on this tank is good enough that when people try to hit it at a steep angle, they will bounce. So I gotta wait 10 more seconds for my shells to come back, and in that time, I'm obviously hoping that I can help my team. My team's not doing very good, but we do have tank destroyers at least. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and we have our shots. Okay. Gonna move all the way over here wide, and keep going, keep going. There's the grill. There's 1 shell, 2 shells. Don't know how you managed to screw that one up, dude, but you did, and you're dead now. We have the enemy 183 in the back, which is obviously a big threat. I'm not going to reload my clip this exact second. I'm going to push up. Oh, there you go. We got the enemy 183. There's 1, 2... Yep, you're dead. I don't even care if I get shot by the 183. Taking that player out of the game is more important than my health right now. I still have enough health to take a shot from any player on the enemy team. What I needed to make sure was that I, didn't get nuked. So, let's reload. We have the 260 and Progetto over here. So we gotta wait 7 more seconds for my shells to come back. And then I can move up. 3, 2, 1. Oh, come here, VZ. I would like to teach you a lesson in trickery. Blah, 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 blah. I'm actually almost dead, but not yet. Not yet. I lived. This gun can be really derpy. Really, really derpy. Also, our 183 was AFK, and we still won that game. Well, let's take a look at the post-game results. 4,400 damage. Another ace. Another top finisher. We just kind of dominated. Definitely Mines is actually one of my favorite maps to drive this tank on. And the reason why is because you have those buildings to poke the vehicle around and punish people when they overpoke in the town. It's really nice. You just need one teammate. If I didn't have a teammate, I would have been screwed. But thankfully I did, and because of that, I was able to take advantage of the situation and get a win. Okay, well, we have 2 Type 5 heavies. That's not great. I do like fighting Type 5s, but at the same time, they can kind of nuke me, which is not ideal. I think I'm going to go all the way up there. I think that's the best spot to drive this tank on this map. Just hoping that my team supports me, and it looks like they are. This tank is fairly fast, as you guys can see. It can go upwards of 40 kilometers per hour. So with that speed, we should be able to get into this back spot. We're going to take the safe route there, all the way wide. I'm telling you now, if that Vickers takes this spot, I will move him out of it. It is my job to sit this tank in one of the only spots I can think of that works. So, oh, well, actually, if they're not here, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm sorry, did I move up here? That's a shame. Alright, anyway. It's not like I need this spot right now. I'm gonna keep moving up. Keep on going. Alright, we got the TVP fully wide there. And then we have the Type 5s in mid. There's 1 shell into the Rhino, 2 shells into the Rhino, 3 shells into the Rhino. That was crazy. Would the 3-shot have hit that? No way. Will we win this game? Very, very, very unlikely at this point. I mean, just looking at what's going on here. The Type 5's flanking into our spawn. Our Type 5 heavy driving in a really, really exposed, poor position. Chances are this is probably going to be a loss. We have the 268 in the back. And we have the enemy 183 in the back as well. I'm really hoping I can get some damage into this 183 right now. Let's see. Come on, back up. Come on. There you go. There's 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye. Nice. We're getting clears. I'm doing my job and everything in my power to turn this to a victory. Problem is, my Type 5 is pretty much dead at this point. I'm going to climb up this hill back here, though. Should take me about 15 seconds to do that, and hopefully climbing up to this hill will give me enough positioning that I can cover my teammates. So let's see. Keep going up, and alright, nice. We've gotten up to the hill just as we loaded our clip as well, which is obviously really, really nice. Let's see, we got the Type 5, who actually got quite heavily bled there. Got the minnow. Okay, that shell missed, but it will stop the minnow from ideally poking, which alone is pretty important. Just gonna keep waiting here. Come on. Come on. Somebody make a play. Alright, let's see. There you go. Nice. There you go. Nice. Wow. That was insane. That was insane there. The fact that all of those hit was actually crazy. I did not expect that in a million years. Okay. We reload again. Our team's actually doing pretty decent. I have to wait 15 seconds for my shots, but our Type 5 was inevitably cleared. I still have to wait 10 more. Come on, reload. It's so long, dude. That Rhino is prime farm, and it's just waiting and waiting and waiting. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go for the track wheel. Oh, didn't track that one. There you go. There's 1, 2. Okay, my gun's really trolling me right now, but we still cleared him. He's still dead. All right, we're still fine. I've done damage. This is still looking to be a loss, though, to be real. 18 seconds, dude. Alright, the Badger's not dead. That's huge. That's huge. Come on, Badger. Hit him again. Nice. 10 seconds to go. Dang, he didn't get the bounce. 5, 4, 3, 2. Sucks. There you go. Nice. Easy clear into the 263. Alright. Now I have to just wait. That's all I can do. We're up to 4,000 damage already. And if I can actually get this minnow cleared, our chances of winning are decent. And this is why having those extra shells is very nice on this vehicle. Because you can kind of just play passive and wait. So we'll see what happens here. I'm just going to keep waiting in this spot. This is a pretty good position to wait. I have plenty of shells. I can load gold if I need to, which I probably will have to do on the minnow. 6 more seconds, we get our reticle Cali back, which is also really, really nice, as you can imagine. So, just trying to think of exactly how I want to deal with this game right now. Oh, there you go. There's the minnow. There you go. Nice. Minnow's gone. Now I drive into the base. Just keep going. Just keep going. Okay. I'm going to pretend I'm going this way. And then I'm going to turn around and actually head directly over this way. Obviously, I'm going to wait for my shells to come back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, there's the Type 5. And let's see. There's 1 shell into the Type 5. 2 shells into the Type 5, 3 shells into the Type 5, 4 shells into the Type 5. Oh my god. Wow. Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I just back up and he can't kill me. It's fine. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're good. We're good. That was bogus. That should not have bounced. That was complete bogus. You guys saw that too. The only way this Type 5 kills me is if I get a really bad roll. That's the only way this Type 5 kills me, is if he manages to high roll the HE. But we're smart about this. We load a gold shell and pen him and kill him. 6 kills. Wow. That was a carry and a half there, dude. We almost got screwed. Like, our RNG really almost screwed us there. But we brought it back. We did 5,990 damage and top on the team. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what? I think we're going to end it off there, ladies and gentlemen. That's my play to lose, where I didn't lose. In fact, as I said, we did have that moment where I had to troll that, went out of his way to mess with me. But we're going to end this video on a high note. I am incredibly surprised with how well the Waffenträger has been performing. This vehicle is completely changed, in my opinion. I have never tried this loadout before because, I don't know, I always just thought the 3-shot was the way to go. You know, everybody told me it was, all the skilled players that used it said it was, but once again, this is why you should make your own opinions, and you shouldn't always listen to what everybody else tells you. Now, obviously, if you're a 40%er and a 70%er is giving you advice, maybe listen to the 70%er. I'm not saying that you should ignore skilled players, but what I am saying is that it doesn't hurt to try out things, and if you do better trying certain things out versus what somebody is telling you, then there's no problem with that, and this is a great example, right? I mean, I literally took a tank that I hated and managed to win over an hour of gameplay, and we haven't even lost yet. And sure, obviously there's luck involved, but 3 of the games should have been losses, and this tank brought it back. all based on positioning, the gun, and the capabilities. I actually have to say, I'm really surprised with how well this thing performed. I think vents alone saved me a couple games. That extra view range, the ability to reload that second faster, literally saved me in that first game I played. So, yeah, we had some crazy games. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.